G'day, we're just looking at a IC490E. Now this is pretty much the IC490A, similar deal. They're 10 watt radios, etc, all mode, which was nice. Nice one in the fact this one comes with the ICHM8 and very nice front display and also front panel on this. It's actually very nice, very clean, and certainly one that is heading out the door. We've got a few different ones of these, to be honest. I think we've got some, just trying to remember, I think we've got a matching 290A as well if you wanted. So I'm just showing this one as a bit of an example of, you know, sort of the model and what they did. They all did pretty much the same thing. The H obviously was the higher power version of the two. Often people like the A or the E version because you could feed them so easily into say something like this here, which is, you know, a little 60 watt amp, the little Tokyo high powers, etc. Now we've got a number of VHF, UHF amps at different power levels as well that we'll be selling, but thought I'd just sort of show you very quickly what these are all about. And look, they were, the squelch on might help. Lovely little unit, and I don't normally use my 2670 so much on because we don't do as much VHF, UHF, doing a lot of HF lately. But let's have a look. 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 1 2 8.51 watts. Now that will vary up and down the band a bit depending on my leads and bits, but 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 5, yeah, all good. Now this monitor, actually I probably should have done it on the other monitor, won't resolve sideband, so as I'm on sideband here, you're obviously, actually probably almost better to go to monitor and then go AM, and you'll at least hear sort of 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 1 2 3 4 5. And if we go to lower sideband, but you're not going to resolve it without me inserting the signal, but as you can see, 1 2 3 4 5, hello, yeah. All right, so all working quite nice and doing what it should do. Back to FM, and let's just go up to, we want to go to RF, sorry, we'll get there in a second. And sorry, I'm just playing around here, coming back up to generate. I've not used this enough lately, so just hang in there with me while I remember what I should be doing. As I come down, we're on narrowband. 800 megs won't do it. What are we on? 439 megs, so let's put in 439 megahertz, and then we should be able to start to let's have a look here, put in a signal. But if I move, sorry, I just got to move my little fella over here. That's better. And as you see, I haven't got a tone on. Look, I won't bother trying to insert a tone at the moment, but let's take that level down, such. Just hang on, let's find that noise point there. It's about 100, and geez, it'd be much better if I put a tone in here. Just hang on. Can I put a tone in easily here? That should be fixed 1 kilohertz there. I've got to remember how to put the tone on this thing. And how... Oh my goodness, it's been a while for me. I'm showing how much I need to... Yeah, that fixed one. Oh, recalibrate. Yeah, yep. I know what's going on there. All right, give me a second. See if we get a tone. Yeah, it's one of the joys of this R2670. It forever wants to recalibrate. Now, we're not sure why that's been happening so much, but I'm just doing a recalibrate right now. It actually appears like it's doing nothing, but it is actually doing something. It's kind of the reason I've not been able to use this as much, unfortunately. It's been doing some really crazy things. And look, the chap that I got this from meant very well. Don't get me wrong, I really appreciate it. I'm just sort of waiting on a 2001D to come down that we can rely on. I've just better with the 2001D. I've got to be honest with you. It's just been a bit of a difficult, this one, as you can see how it's going through its little process here, but it is taking its time. We'll just see if we can get that, and then I should be able to go back to getting a signal back in. But I saw it acting up just as we were playing around here. I may go over to my other monitor in a second just to, yeah, we might even do that. Let's do that. Okay. Now, isn't it funny? I'm having a lot of other issues with this monitor. I can't win at the moment, but at least I sort of can run around on generate mode and do a few things here that can show you very quickly. So what we're going to do, we're going to take that level down, and see, even that switch is a bit stuffed, to be honest. All right, so there's fairly noise free at 0.589 of a microvolt, and the good thing about the old 2001Ds, where we're stuck in, we're locked in a calibrate mode, and sometimes it'll just stay there. These things, when you've got them working, they are a better monitor in some respects. They have their own issues. All right, so let's bring that up. It's about 5 microvolts. And obviously the meter's not going to show this, but it is just getting a lot of input to it there. And taking a fair bit of input back out there, back down to 0.5 of a microvolt there, noise free. Right, and similar fashion, yeah, and this is why this unit here is so much easier just to quickly have a quick look at. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's about the same 8.37 watts. The advantage of the of this unit. Oh, now it's picking up off. You know what? I can't turn that off mid calibrate. Oh, finally, good. Okay, it's all right. Sorted itself out. The advantage of the 2001D is I can go here. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Let's have a look here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, hang on, wrong sideband. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. Auto test 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. So the advantage being that the 2001D, this is becoming more about how to the different two units actually, are interesting. Now, actually, this is finally starting to come back, but it's, yeah, let's see. I will be interested to know. I don't know. That's a weird one. It's doing a couple of weird things. Anyway, the good news is the radio isn't. The radio is doing exactly what I want it to do on sideband here. 1, 2, 3. Now, if we go to upper sideband, I'm going to have to 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, just adjust a little bit here. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Oh, good. Yeah, okay, so 1, 2, 3. Now, obviously, I'm just adjusting the frequency to suit my monitor instead of having to move the monitor back and forth, which is a nice way. Now, this does come with the bracket, this particular one. Now, I don't know if the others do or not, so just inquire with me. This one does come with the DDMF ICHM8 microphone, so that's a nice one just to sort of have on board. They're a nice option for the unit, and certainly when you DTMF, not used a lot now, to be very honest with you. Anyway, you get the idea. So there is an off switch, so that if you knock it, you can't sort of turn it on. Even when it's on, this wasn't one where you hit the buttons, you had to actually transmit as well, so that was a good feature. Some of them on some radios, the minute you hit that button, it's transmitting, and sometimes that became a bit of an issue. But look, for a 430 meg transceiver, these were nice in the fact that they were easy to get around. I used to use one of these on Oscar 10. Fantastic receivers on them, and transmitters as well. The thing was that they just were an all-round brick that just kept on working. You did have a couple of nice features, like you could go 1 meg up like so instead of moving around. Obviously, if I put us back onto a 0, is that going to let me? Oh, onto a 1, close enough. But yes, you can go 1 meg up, and you can obviously write memories, etc., into etc. there. So if I go there and hit write, is it going to write it there? Oh my goodness, it's probably me forgetting how to use it now. Yeah, maybe it's hold 2 seconds. I can't remember now. But what else? Dual VFO, A and B, the 1 kilohertz switch. So basically, actually the 1 kilohertz, that's where we were coming unstuck just before, by the way, is handier than you think. When you've got it out, and you're doing like I'm doing now, 25 kc, this is very normal for, you know, repeater usage, blah, blah, blah. But if you do this and you forget about it, you're on the odd numbers all the time. Well, that's where your 1 kilohertz comes in back to correct it so that you could just zoom around the band quite nicely in 25 kc slots. And I think when you went to FM2, 5 kc slots, that's right. So this was the idea. And in sideband you went down to 0.1, 100 hertz, and then you took off the it's a 1 kilohertz. So 1 kilohertz versus 100 hertz on sideband, CW the same, and pretty much lower sideband the same. So, but yes, once you're on the likes of FM1, when you had it out, were 25, sorry, and you're 5 kc there. So if I go to 7.5, so imagine where your starting point is. When I go to FM1, all I'm doing is changing that conversion rate to 25, so that'll go up to 1.8, 430, 1.8, and then 25 kc spacing, etc, etc. So yeah, anyway, sorry, this has been a bit of a nightmare with the test equipment. Actually, I really should have just started on this one over here, but I just didn't know that one was going to die again in midstream. Anyway, these things happen. But what do? The show must go on. As you know, I don't edit my videos. I just show you what's going on. So it's good for you to see the frustrations sometimes, you know, that happen in workshops, etc, etc. And what was that other position? Oh, right. You could set... Okay, now this is relative too. Even our Northeast Victorian Amateur Radio Club's got repeaters where the offset is different. So you can change the offset on this. So you can change it to an 8, 9 meg offset, etc. I can't remember, Matty. What's one of our repeaters got an 8 or 9 meg offset from memory, but generally on UHF it's 5 megs down, and etc, etc. But yeah, it was nice that you could vary that offset, and it was very easy to get to. There was no menu functions or anything to get to it. All you did was just basically say, right, in we go. All right, we'll be putting this one up for sale, and certainly just, you know, sort of oh, by the way, the scan functions, etc, etc, you know, sort of as such, like so. So you can set it on scan and go scanning if you chose to. Hit the transmit to stop the scan, or hit the SS button. Oh, sorry, and the high-low power is there, so this will obviously give you low power. When you push that back in, gives you high power, etc, etc. And look, great little unit. They're not expensive, and you know, I think, look, talk to us if you want a pigeon pair. If you want the 290 and the 490 together, obviously our preference is to do that for you, and you know, I'll do a fairly good deal to put the two together. If you're just looking to make up, you've already got a 290 and you want to, you know, take the 490, or the opposite, you've got a 490, you need a 290. I've got enough in stock to do that as well. I reckon there's either 3 or 5 sitting around the place, all in very similar conditions. So honestly, they're all going to do pretty much the same thing, but you know, whoever gets in first, I'll pick the best ones out for you, and we'll work it from there. All right, thanks for having a look at this. And some will be labelled E, some will be labelled A, and so just that is just a matter of timing, and really zero difference as far as what they do. Just one is a slightly different version. On the sorry, I should suggest something. On the, very important, on the 2 meter ones, they are all either A or H's, but I'm pretty sure we're out of H's now. I'm pretty sure we're just down to the A's. So the reason for that was that the Japanese band on 2 meters stopped transmitting at the end of 146, so you couldn't hit the repeater range in transmit. You could just receive only on the Japanese ones. There was no issues with the 70SEMs for dealing from 430 to 440 megs, where all the activity is for everything you're going to want to do, for especially sideband, any of the satellite stuff, etc. All right, there you go. That's my quick synopsis and frustration on test equipment at the moment. I think I should sell every piece of test equipment I've got, just buy one brand new test set, but I'm not obviously financial enough to do that, as far as we're not in the market, in the game anymore, and we don't, you know, I'm just trying to have a bit of fun with my own gear these days. So spending 50 grand is probably not going to happen on a bit of test equipment, but anyway, we'll keep battling along with our second-hand stuff, and we'll get there. Certainly will. I've got a great mate of mine. He's just about got a 2001D ready for me. That'll be faultless. He's been buying bits for it and getting it sorted out for me. It will be great. So I'm convinced that I'll use this a little bit on VHF, UHF. We'll try and sort out what this fault is with this, where it wants to recalibrate all the time. When it's working well, it's working great. When it's not, like today, it's just a nightmare. When one of these is working well, you generally have to do a lot of stupid things to make them die. So anyway, all right, there you go. Great old radios. It brings back big memories of using the bands on Oscar 10 with these things. I always thought the receivers on them were fantastic, really are. Anyway, got a few, so get back to us if you need anything. Brenton@posnav.com.au for the email. We'll put it in the notes file and the comments file. And of course, you can always hit me on Facebook on PM, and you can SMS me on 0418 844 700. We've got a lot of work to do. Look, I'm overseas in the next week. We're selling that deal of the factory up in Indonesia, so I've just got to get that all the documents signed. Then we're off to Bali for a little bit just to get some rest and recreation. Then back to, when we get back, it is absolutely full on, full go. We a lot of stuff going out the door. We just have got to get very serious about it, and no matter what I complain about health-wise, it doesn't matter. We've just got to make it happen. It's time. It's just not happening otherwise. So we'll get there. 73s as VK3 Charlie Mike. If you could leave a like on the, and if you're not a subscriber, it doesn't cost you anything. We're not a buy a coffee place, or send us money monthly or anything. We're just a YouTube channel. Cheers, guys. All the best.